Trump lifts ban on HIV aid to South Africa and other low-income countries for now. President Donald Trump recently ordered a stop to HIV treatment aid for low-income countries under PEPFAR. The US State Department has now lifted the ban, but it may only be temporary as Trump sticks to his America First policy. South Africa is one of nearly 50 African countries that have received support from the $7.5 billion PEPFAR program since 2003. The US State Department has removed a ban on HIV aid for countries that rely on PEPFAR funding for medical treatment, including South Africa. Washington, D.C., the Trump administration's decision to suddenly stop funding life-saving HIV treatment for countries, including South Africa, caused concern around the world. However, on Tuesday, January 29, 2025, the US State Department announced a waiver, temporarily lifting the ban. The freeze had been put in place during President Donald Trump's first week back in office. If the ban had stayed in place, or if it is reinstated later, it would leave millions of people without the treatment they need. Since 2003, the US has used the $7.5 billion President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, or PEPFAR, to save over 25 million lives. More than 5.5 million children have been born without HIV because of this program. South Africa is one of many African countries, including those in southern Central East and West Africa, that receive antiretroviral therapy, or ART, and other HIV-related medical services through USAID. US President Donald Trump had ordered a stop to HIV treatment aid for low-income countries, including South Africa. In 2021, the US State Department and USAID provided $8.5 billion in aid to 47 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. PEPFAR has played a huge role in South Africa. The country's HIV rate was 12.6% in 2023, down from 14% in 2017. About 7.8 million people in South Africa are living with HIV. Experts estimate that if PEPFAR shuts down, there could be over 500,000 new HIV infections and 600,000 related deaths in the next 10 years. The program employs 270,000 medical workers, including doctors, nurses, and pharmacists. After Trump's freeze, these workers were told not to go to work or treat patients. Now that the waiver is in place, ART distribution can continue. However, the future of PEPFAR remains uncertain. In a related story, Briefly News reported that Trump started his new term by making bold decisions. One of his biggest moves was changing how global businesses interact with the US economy, which could have widespread effects. Please like this video to help Africarized create more videos about Africa.